Troy, welcome to the Sports Editor. Thanks for taking time out to chat about your interesting career, I'd say, because you participate in a sport that I don't know how many people actually realize is actually happening in South Africa, but it's good.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with your softball career. At what age did you realize that you wanted to take this game quite seriously?
It was always I played ball. So when I was young, I played baseball. Like ever since I would say 10, maybe 8, I was playing baseball. And then kind of softball, and he started in grade 6, grade 7. So I was about 13, 12, 13 when I started. But that was more just like social, primary school, having fun, just trying to get out, stay as fit as I can. And then it got to grade 10. I didn't play softball in grade 8 because I broke my thumb. So then grade 9, I just got back into it a bit. And then grade 10, the first team coach at Wrestle Boys, Warren Hitchings, actually took interest in me and put me in the first side because he obviously saw potential that I had and whatever. So he put me into the first side, started playing first team, grade 10, grade 11 I played. And then grade 11, I made the KZN side where I got selected for the SA All-Star side, which was actually meant to go to Argentina at first, but that got scrapped. So then we had another set of trials in Joburg by Kempton Park, and that kind of got me selected for the SA side to go to New Zealand for the World Cup.
Brilliant. We're just going to first touch on your KZN under 17 selection, and you guys did quite all right there. So one silver, and did that turn realize like, hey, there's something on the go here for me. I can really go another level higher.
Yeah, well, just before that tournament, we went to, actually, I was in the SA side already, and we went to Nigeria for the qualifiers. So that was quite an experience, yeah. But so we did that, and then we were told that there was going to be another, like the next case, so the under 17 tournament was going to be our like next set of trials to decide the World Cup team. The team was more or less the same, just added 1 or 2 players, 1 or 2 got removed. But from there, that just kind of like, I actually have like somewhere to go with the sport, and like I felt confident enough to like take it to the World Cup and everything, yeah.
Yeah, because then you obviously mentioned you got selected to South Africa, and then you went to New Zealand. How was it? Because you would have played against, I would say, the world's best, wouldn't it, you?
Yeah, well, obviously South Africa isn't the biggest with softball, so our side wasn't like the greatest, but we still did compete against some of the top teams. Well, we beat USA, which was quite a big one.
Sure. That's huge.
Beat USA, and then we beat Denmark, and then Singapore were also like supposed to be really good. We went into a tie break with them, which ended up going. We only meant to play about 7 frames, but that ended up going into the 10th frame, and that's when we actually lost by the tie break. So yeah, but it was close, and we fought hard and stuff. But being like the underdogs going into the tournament, it was like really good to get the results we did.
Yeah, because you just touched on there on South Africa not being big, and that's probably the problem, that there's not much, I would say, structure in South Africa.
Yeah.
Also, you'd almost have to, if you want to pursue this career, look at overseas as an option.
Yeah. Obviously, America is like the end goal, but that's a bit far fetched because that's just insane there. But otherwise, looking at Japan, China, around there, you earn like quite a bit of money from them, and they've got decent football, softball and baseball teams over there. So it'll still be good to get in there. But yeah, I don't know if softball is like my sport that I want to take through. Yeah. See, there's a lot of other going, a lot of stuff. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like there's lots of other sports that are going on, and that like I have interest in, like cricket now with Futura. They've really like gotten involved with me and like really put the effort in with me. So cricket's definitely looking like a big part of the future.
Because then I want to ask you that, how do you balance it? Because obviously cricket's, playing first team cricket at Westall is quite demanding. Then you've obviously done well at softball. I'm sure they sort of pull you because the softball guys want you, but now you're saying, hey, I want to pursue cricket. How do you balance? Find the time to sort of manage all of this?
Well, obviously they're in different terms. So cricket's in first and fourth term, and then softball's in the third term.
Right.
But then I play rugby and I play soccer as well.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on. And soccer and softball share the same season, so which is quite tough. But unfortunately, the games are on different days. Softball's on Friday nights and soccer's on Saturday mornings. So third term's always a busy term with sports on the weekend and stuff. But yeah, I kind of just the different training days where I'm not training softball, I'll go and do soccer. And I'm not doing soccer, do softball, cricket. I always try to fit in like a cricket on the weekend or something like that.
Okay. Then obviously we touched on softball and how it began for you. So cricket's actually really been, can I say, your number one sport? You really love it. Decent left-handed batsman and bowler. So you're actually quite, well, I wouldn't say quite, you're very useful for a cricket side. How's it been going for the first this year?
We haven't had the best season. We struggled a bit. We pulled off a few wins, like quite a good win against Northwood, where we set a low total of about 180, and ended up winning that, like going into like the death, like last 4 overs or something like that. So that was quite a big win for us. But then other games we should have won, but we just kind of lost it towards the end. But yeah, we feeling like going into fourth term, I think we'll be a lot more confident if we actually have sport with this. But we did struggle a bit. Obviously, a lot of youngsters in the team. Only about 4 seniors, so there's about 6 or 7 juniors that were up and coming. So we did struggle there, but it was good to like play with them and just obviously gaining a lot of experience and stuff.
And throughout, although it hasn't been a long first term, so to say, did you feel that you've sort of hit your A game at any of the games this year so far?
I was quite fortunate. I had a really good season with the ball in hand. I bowled really well, I felt I did. I went for an economy of less than 3 in every single game, which was quite a good thing for me. And then I picked up wickets in every game, maybe 1 in a few games, then I'll get 4 in 1 game. So I think I did quite well myself. With bats, against Clifton was probably my top game. I scored about 57 and then went for 28 runs in my 10 overs with a wicket. So I was quite chuffed with that. But it's been tough.
Yeah. So obviously you'd classify yourself then as a bowling all-rounder. And tell us.
Yeah, I think so. I opened the bowling for the first team. So that, and with the new ball, like I'm known to swing it quite a bit, so that does really help with the new ball. So I classify myself as a bowling all-rounder, coming in at 5.
Okay, very, very cool. And then sort of, left-handed bowlers are always useful. I mean, you just look at, you can mention names across the world. Left-handed bowlers are absolutely fantastic. Sort of growing up, who did you say, right, that's the type of bowler I want to more like, wow, he's quick, this guy's me? Or did you just say, I'm just going to play cricket and I'm just going to try and bowl as quick as I can?
Well, obviously with all the different sports that I play, it was quite hard to pinpoint, okay, I'm going to watch cricket all the time and choose one player that I'm going to watch. I mean, I watched rugby and Dan Carter was my hero ever since I was little. And I always, when I was young, rugby was my sport. That was all I wanted to do. But then as I got older, cricket started coming into my life more and more. And I don't know, it was just, I watched Mackay and Tini, I watched Sean Pollock. But I'd say probably like my number one now, probably Pat Cummins from Australia. Even though he's not left-handed, I just love the way he bowls and the aggression he has and everything,
Definitely, no, there's proper stuff out there. He's doing very well at the moment. You mentioned rugby a bit, and sorry, just because I'm very fascinated about your approach to sport, because I really believe that at school level you should get involved in as many sports as you can, which you've done.
Yeah.
And you spoke about rugby, and you play a bit of rugby for the second side at Whistle. Flav, you kick for poles, is that right?
No, I started off at fullback last year, but then this year I got moved to centre, but also I kick for poles.
Yeah. So basically, you're such a versatile guy. I mean, you just adjust and you just go wherever you need to be placed. That's brilliant. That's a positive attitude right there. And rugby is obviously quite an important sport at Westfield, most South African schools. Has the approach been quite positive this term? Although I haven't obviously played much, but building up to the season, were you guys quite confident this is going to be a good one?
Yeah, we were expecting this to be like our dream year for first side. I mean, starting off with our first game against DHS, and we pulled off the win by 50 points or something like that, which was really big against DHS. But yeah, the prep that we had for the season was insane. I mean, we started third term last year, building up the second term this year. So it's almost a whole year's process of getting the boys ready and setting everything up, and then not actually even getting to play.
Yeah, it's quite frustrating. So how have you, knowing that's it, your rugby season is pretty much done, maybe cricket in the fourth term, how have you handled that?
Obviously, it's like come to my mind quite a bit that am I going to repeat next year and play my sports, or am I just going to let it be and continue with my future in cricket or whatever? Obviously, like rugby's made me upset that I'm not going to be able to play, and possibly soccer in the third term I'm not going to play either. But I'm more focused on my future now in cricket now that I've joined Futura, and probably pursuing cricket like long-term goals and stuff like that. So yeah, just more cricket now than anything, but pretty upset that we're not going to get much of other sports in.
Yeah, it's quite frustrating, but like you said, you've got a lot to look forward to. And Future Sports Agency, have they been good to you? Are they looking after you? Are they trying to put a few things together to make your career possible?
Yeah, they are. I've actually, I don't know if I'm meant to be saying this, but I've been for a few sessions with Paddy at Edward. So he's been having me in for 2 or 3 sessions. Every weekend I've been going in, having a hit, having a bowl. So yeah, they've really helped and like trying to keep me in the game and focused and stuff, yeah.
Excellent. Do you also play a bit of football? So yeah, like let's go through it. It's cricket, it's softball, it's rugby, it's soccer. Anything else? Do you play tennis as well? I mean,
no, just those 4. Yeah.
So soccer would have been happening now.
Soccer would have been third term.
You follow a certain league, and what sort of brought you to soccer as well?
My dad's always played soccer ever since he was little as well. So I don't know. I just ever watched soccer on TV. My dad actually, funny enough, supports Aston Villa.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League, but being underdogs, I enjoy watching them and just like everything about that. But yeah, I've just played soccer. I played for Westville Old Boys when I was a kid from like the age of 4. I was playing soccer at Westville Old Boys. And now just carried it on. I've played soccer pretty much my whole life. But yeah.
Yeah, I believe that soccer is actually quite a good sport in terms of just your hand-eye coordination and looking for space and things like that. I believe soccer is quite a good game. So with all the sport that you play, just imagine if life was without that sport, and if you didn't have a sporting career, what would you do?
I've actually come to terms of studying psychology in university.
Okay.
But special needs psychology, so disabilities and people like that sort of stuff. I've just always had a feeling for helping those type of people. It's always come to my mind to help special needs and stuff like that.
No, that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Troy, so there's lots of good leagues around the world. With England, Australia, there's lots of good cricket leagues, I should say. Which one would be the ideal one that you would like to participate in?
Funny enough, I went on a cricket tour in grade 10 to Ireland and England.
Okay.
So that kind of just set my mind that I want to go there. Obviously, Australia and New Zealand have been in my mind to go and play there. But ideally, I want to go to Ireland or Scotland, around the UK side. But preferably Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, the leagues there are really moving forward nicely.
Yeah.
And they're doing all right. And even if you keep your eye on the New Zealand Cricket League, it's picking up nicely as well. The competition there is growing and it's getting more and more
intense, yeah.
It's getting really, really intense. It's excellent.
Yeah.
Sort of, if we look at from now to the end of the year, you're obviously going to keep working hard on your cricket program. Do you have any sort of goals in mind or anything that you want to try and attain this year? Or is that a bit of a broad question?
Well, obviously, we've got the KZN tour coming up at the end of the year. And I've just been put in the KZN high performance side, which they've narrowed down to about 20 boys for the selections.
Okay.
which I'm quite chuffed about. So obviously, a big goal of mine is to make that KZN side. But yeah, other than that, just carry on.
And that's important. Each day as it comes, on your goals. That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Troy, it's been nice to chat to you. Really, really good. Really impressed how you've been able to handle all the sport and do well in it and never ever complain that, I'm too tired to do it. You just get stuck in. And I think you're getting the results that you want, but I know that you want to go a level higher and really trust that that happens for you. And we hopefully see you on TV knocking that ball around and bowling some bats out, and it'll be brilliant.
Hopefully, cool. Thank you very much, Ryan.
No, thank you, Troy. All the best, my man.
Thank you. Thanks for the chat,
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers.